Oh, I just thought they did.
Oh, no. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Colin.
Here.
Luke.
Here.
Contos. Here. Dan. Here. Buxton. Here. Everyone received the minutes from the council meeting on 9/3. Any amendments? Hearing none, minutes stand approved. Takes us to public speaks. Sue, anything for today?
I do have something. A township resident, not village, township resident put on Facebook that they had to call the squad last weekend. Squad was not available, they had to call Louisville. So there was a bunch of issues with that. Somebody did put on there, maybe they were on another call. Is the squad on call all the time? Are they available 24/7?
That's a question for the township
Township.
trustees.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have oversight of the management of the fire department. That is a township department. Now, they do, of course, service the village, but they are a township ran troop. So we don't have oversight into how many squads they have on duty, what call rates are, or anything like that.
I directly messaged her with concern what was wrong and asked her, did you find out why the squad wasn't available? And I got this emoji back. So whether they never told her or she chose not to answer me, I don't know. But I apologize. I didn't know they were under the township government.
Yeah, that's okay. No, I can understand the concern. Anything else, Sue?
No, that's all.
Josh, you have anything?
No, sir, thanks.
Stephanie, anything today?
Nope.
Gary?
Nothing.
All right. Mr. Jones, anything for you?
Yes, I'm responding back to my certified mail that I got. I got a letter for each of you guys.
Great. And the keys that you got, that you guys want it back. Thank you.
I'm going.
All right. Anything else for public speaks? Does council want to go into executive session now, or do you want to go into committee reports?
I'll make a motion to go in executive.
Second.
Pursuant to personnel?
Yes.
All right. 2122 G1 personnel? Appointment, okay. So we had a motion by Baloo, a second by Dan. Roll call, Colin.
Yay.
Baloo?
Yay.
Contis?
Yay.
Dan?
Yes.
Buxton?
Yay.
All right. Who would council like to be sitting in on this?
Everybody said.
Yeah, everybody at the head table's fine.
Okay. Henry, if you don't mind pausing that.
is.
Like,
Why the country?
I opened all the windows. I actually stopped working. I ripped the thermostat off the wall trying to get the thing shut. Put the damn thing shut off. I don't know what it was. That thing just came up and it was
Takes us into committee reports. Service.
Underwater, we had a water break at 131 East Nassau. It's a historical society. Everything went pretty good. They had a 6-inch gas line we had to work around and a cutout. We got done. It's all good. We're working on a location up around South High and West Liberty on valves. We believe we shut that area down. That was a problem in the past. So I think we got that down. Nothing under roads. Under buildings, we replaced the bulbs of the PD. They were, most of them were out. Repaired the outside door handle at the PD. Replaced the batteries on the outside, the keypad for the PD door. Under parks, we repaired a urinal in the men's restroom.
Broke due to vandalism or broke due to?
Old age, pretty much. I don't think it was.
That's good.
How big was the crack in the water break?
No, it was a horizontal crack. We had to cut it out, about 15 feet to cut out. So,
I heard too much about vandalism in the park this year, so
No.
no,
pretty good.
nothing really.
You guys scared them off.
I guess. All it takes is a big belly, man. We're in good shape.
What are you doing in here?
Any other questions?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And just for my knowledge, that work that you all did up there on South High Street, West Liberty, there was support given from the city of Canton for that as well.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, we want to thank that crew, all right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe we
Sent out a letter.
or did send out letters now.
Yep, absolutely. Appreciate all the efforts there. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Takes us to safety. Sergeant Kraft.
Meeting. Since last meeting, we had 48 calls for service, 19 traffic stops, 7 tickets, 3 domestics, 1 accident, 1 arrest, and then 10 other service-related calls like business checks or anything like that. We need to get to scheduling full-time for full-time candidates for PD. I'd like to start doing that next week, so I'll have to get with you and see what time you're free.
Yeah.
When we start scheduling that. On top of that, I sent you an email about Vector Solutions. I don't know if you.
I just forwarded it to him at the beginning of this meeting, so
Okay.
they haven't had a chance to look at that yet.
So it's pretty much. I started doing it for like the FTO program. That's what I searched it for, and they actually offered a lot more than that. The key features: an activities builder, credentials manager, community resource, a file sender, test builder, report generator, and events manager. So it basically, for us, it basically make us go paperless, and it'd also be an easier way to communicate with the part-time officers, since I don't see them all the time, to schedule training, scheduling, and any type of other events I need. And they can answer back through that. It's an app you can use on your phone. It's a website. I thought it was going to be like $30,000, but it is $3,100 to initially pay for it, and then $1,500 every year to keep up with the software. And if we do approve it and it is good to go, they'll actually send somebody out here to show me how to use it, and I can show somebody else how to use it as well. And I think it would make the PD more squared away, just make life a lot easier, communications with everybody on the board, instead of trying to go through text or through emails. Instead, it's all in one thing, and you can search your own personnel file. You can know what training you have coming up. You know what OPATA requires for the end of the year, where you're behind, where you're lacking, and all that. So, printer, do we have any updates on that? Because it's still down. The only one we have that we have access
It's
to,
dead.
it's dead.
Yeah. They came out, I created the service call for it. They came out and checked, and there's no fixing it.
Yeah.
So, Kurt, I think we're at the position where we got to figure out.
You look in the fiscal officer thing, I've asked for approval, submit it to file.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
Because the issue I have is no one has access to chief's office or this office in the weekend, since they couldn't really print anything out this weekend, since that one's dead. And one other thing, one of the officers wanted to bring up about like how we do holiday pay instead of midnight to midnight. If there's a way to make it, if you work that holiday, you get paid for the holiday pay for your entire schedule. I mean, I don't know what we use for that. I know for me, it's full time. It's a little bit different. But he wanted me to bring it up.
Yeah, and what basically what he's referring to is that currently, correct me if I'm wrong, you use a 12A to 1159P model for your overtime for holidays, whereas a lot of people are accustomed to, in the private sector, I'm accustomed to do it based on shifts. So first shift, second shift, third shift, whatever those standard hours are for those shifts for that day would be the hours covered. So I think that's what is being referred to.
Correct.
I think that's probably something that has to be addressed in the handbook.
Okay.
But I'm open to council's
You're
thoughts
saying
on
like
it.
if they start working the day before, but their shift goes into the next day.
Yeah, so essentially what it is, so our shift, like our night shift starts at 10 p. 10 p to 6 a. And 6 a to 2 to 10.
Right.
So if an
Part of
officer
the shift.
comes in, like on,
For midnight shift,
yeah, for midnight shift,
you only get 2 hours of holiday pay
right,
if it ends at midnight.
because it ends on that midnight day.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So even though you're scheduled on
So
the
you
holiday,
pay, what you do is rather than
Yeah.
24 hours of holiday pay, you'd pay 32 hours. You'd pay an extra 8 hours of holiday pay.
I don't think you have to do that. You just have to define which days are the holidays, like what 3 shifts are the holiday shifts. So if it's, like for us, for me personally, the midnight shift was shift 1. Midnight's 1, days 2, afternoons 3. Some people do days 1, afternoons 2, midnight's 3. Whatever it may be, you just define that. You say, look, these 3 shifts are the 3 that are going to get paid overtime. And yeah, one shift you're going to work some hours on the actual holiday, but it's not the shift for the holiday.
right, let's say, because if
Yeah.
you're the midnight person,
Yeah.
you could catch some and then
Yeah,
you
Right.
catch some.
Exactly. Yeah. So you just define.
That's
This
something
only
we can kick back
affects-
to committee.
This only affects the police department.
Yeah.
Then it affects service department.
No, it affects the service department
If
too.
they got-
Yeah.
If they
They
get a
get
break or
called out.
something.
Well, no, it's just, we listed it as all part-time employees.
Yeah.
So it even includes the service department.
That includes them, but like, I think it impacts mostly the people that are working the later shifts, the midnight shift. Yeah, like if you're on days is days. I mean, it's,
Right.
you know, afternoons is the same. It's that midnight shift that they're having the discrepancy because we had an officer that came in and he worked the midnight shift and he was under the impression he'd get paid the whole. He only got paid 2 hours.
So let me take a look at how it reads in the handbook, I understand what the issue is,
Mhm.
and I'll make some suggestions to council and the fiscal officer and the mayor for the next meeting.
That would address if the service department were to be called out on a holiday
Right.
late in the evening, but it's still.
Well, Mark works every holiday and stuff, so.
But yeah, I understand what the question is. Let me make some suggestions to council. I'll have it ready for you for your October meeting.
As far as that vector, I did forward that to you all. I encourage you to look through the videos. It is a nice solution, and it's a nice way to have all the training, even new hire orientation, policy, sign-offs, all done electronically with clear view. So,
Because right now, if we make a new policy, we got to print it out. I got to try to put it on the desk, and I got to put like a sign-in sheet beside it. And I'm not here to monitor that 24/7, and I have to like just rely on like somebody seeing that and actually signing off on it. This one they can electronically sign, and just put a deadline on it, like once a week, once a month, whatever new policy comes out, or just review policy. They can just click and sign it, and it shows that they read that policy and they should know it. Because I mean, ideally, you want your officers to know your policy.
Right.
Right, you said that's just an app we can all download. and
It's you can download the app. You can use the website for the older gentleman, but
But then everything will be there, communication, scheduling, stuff like that.
It's all in there.
in one spot.
it's all in one spot.
Sounds good, I'll take a look at that email.
I apologize for not sending it out sooner. Actually, Sergeant Kraus sent that to me last week, and he sent it today as well. So I should have had that to you all last week. I apologize for not having that sent to you. Sergeant Crouch, anything else for safety?
That's all I got. If you guys have any questions?
How's everything going?
You're doing a fine job, just so you know.
It's just, it's we're still in the situation, but like I said, I'd like to start some interviews for full time next week and then get things smoothed out, start being more organized, and get everything squared away.
So council's aware we do have 2 internal candidates and then many external.
Right now I have 5,
Five
and,
external.
and I have Dordal. He's doing it in the background. I just got yesterday.
If a member of council wants to partake in the interviews, please let us know.
I personally would like that.
Let me know when you're gonna have it.
Yeah, well,
I just can't have too many, so you all maybe get together and
Yeah.
I don't want any sunshine law stuff going on. I don't want any. Yeah, so if you all can just tell us who you want to be the, that'd be good.
Limited to whoever's on service.
Schedule the day and I'll post it, it'll be done.
Yeah.
You schedule the meeting, post it, and
Yeah.
everyone.
Right. Yeah, that'd just be open. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Sergeant Crouch. Appreciate it. Takes us to judicial.
We got resolution 2024-16 by title only, resolution by the village council for the village of East Canton, Ohio, authorize the village administrator to dispose of an obsolete motor vehicle, decommissioned ECPD cruiser EC2 pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 721.15. So
Second.
Roll call, Collins.
Yeah.
Contos.
Yay.
Van.
Yes,
Fox.
had a guy ask about it Friday. You wanna know when you guys are gonna get to it? Like, I'll let them know, it don't have to.
This cruiser's sitting over at East Can't Use Cars.
Yeah.
It's been stripped. I mean, we've ripped doors off of it,
Part of it
engine
out.
parts and transmission parts. It's just that, and the village is on him to clean it up, his area up, and one of our vehicles is one of the ones that he needs to get rid of, so that's what that's for.
The only other thing I have is, we want to thank everyone that applied for the open council seat. I think everyone that applied to be more than a good person on council. But after a brief discussion, we're going to nominate Josh Amstutz to the open council seat. So
Second.
Roll call, Collins.
Yeah.
Baloo.
Yay.
Contos.
Yay.
Van.
Yes.
Bussen.
Okay,
we get sworn before the next meeting. Kurt, you can get with Kurt after the meeting tonight. Okay. Thank you.
Anything else for judicial?
Nothing to think.
Okay, Councilor Collins takes us into finance.
finance, I'd like to make a motion to approve our wages, in the amount of $17,568.94, and presented by fiscal officer Geis.
Second.
Roll call, Collins.
Yeah.
Baloo.
Yay.
Contos.
Yay.
Van.
Yes.
Bussen.
Yay. And I'd also like to make a motion to approve the invoices in the amount of $95,118.73.
Second.
Roll call, Collins.
Yay.
Baloo.
Yay.
Contos.
Yay.
Van.
Yes.
Bussen.
Yay.
I see that, in line with the topic earlier about the copiers, fiscal officer Geis is requesting permission for approval to spend no more than $5,000 for a new copier scanner for the village offices. And just so everybody's aware that it has been verified, the existing device in the PD is not salvageable.
Do we have funds set back for that?
Yeah, we've got money.
So
Roll call, Collins.
Yeah.
Baloo.
Yeah.
Contos.
Yay.
Van.
Yes.
I also sent council the quote. Basically, I'm just asking for the same kind of blanket permission to purchase 3 of the speed radar signs to be positioned at various places within the village. Maybe a not to exceed 10,000.
that's just the ones everybody sees. I think Louisville's got quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
North Canton has a ton.
Tell you what, though, you're following somebody and they're flying, you see it.
Mhm.
It's almost like a cop sitting there, people jamming their brake.
So with those units, I mean, those are all actually just purchasing those so that we can post them at the locations we're thinking as far as in and out. But those are things that we can always relocate if we need to.
Yeah, it's not as simple as just hooking up to them and towing them, but you can take them down and move them. It's just labor involved, of course.
So this is something that has to be physically installed. It's not like you said, something you can just.
Right.
Most of Louisville's are permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got them in strategic locations that they've had issues with. Most of theirs are permanent. The temporary ones that you see, like coming in on 44, that's the sheriff department that put those up for that.
Those totable ones, I don't think look very good.
They're nice for the convenience of being able to move, but we have a couple areas of the village that we know are problem spots, and we probably just want to keep some fixed. And the nice thing about those signs is that they also compile data, and they'll tell us number of cars, average speed.
That could be real handy.
And people don't know if there's a camera in them, taking pictures.
Are these ones that just display the speed? I mean, is there flashing
They'll be-
warnings or
There'll be the speed, and then it also says slow down or,
it flashes to let you know?
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Yeah,
I'll make a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve what was the dollar amount,
Up to 10,000, yeah.
for the purchase of the signs.
We already have the one
Second.
quote, and Mr. Bennett, we have the one quote. Kurt, let me know the name of the company for that did Louisville, so I had sent out a request for a quote from them. But I just wanted that blanket approval so that we can move forward without waiting.
This money's coming from the mayor's court stuff.
Mhm.
So the tickets that the police officers write, we get a portion of that that comes back to the village and the general fund, and that's where this money's gonna come from.
Alright, standing motion, roll call, Collins.
Yeah.
Baloo.
Yeah.
Contos.
Yay.
Van.
Yes.
Robson.
Yay.
This cost for guys also put in the appropriations report and the council packet. They also put a note about reminding council of the mandatory requirement for the fraud training. I don't know if you all have gotten that done. If not, please do so. That's an easy one, 7 minutes. And then also the training for the drug-free workplace.
Drug-free workplace is coming due. We've got to turn our annual report in by the 30th of this month, so.
Did we get a list to Sergeant Crouch about, because it's usually the PD that we're waiting on, right?
Yep. I don't know that I got, I didn't get one this week. Usually I get it Monday mornings, and I didn't get one this morning. I don't remember if I got one last one.
Sergeant Crouch, if you don't mind, if you could please make it a priority for the team to get those done.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for finance?
Nothing tonight.
Councilman Buxton. Office of Grants, just to make sure that everyone is aware, Council President Baloo and I did have a interview today with a candidate for the potential grant writer position. We'll continue to work towards other candidates as well. It was a good interview.
Yes, it was.
And This person had a good amount of experience through a grant that she wrote on a project that she was working on, so there's potential there. We did ask, we ended the interview by asking the candidate to let us know desired rates of pay, at which point we put a proposal together if we decide to move forward with that candidate based on what we expect potential charges to be, and bring that before council for consideration.
Sounds good.
All right. Anything else for grants before we move on? Takes us to other. Anything for other?
I did have, I'm sorry, quick question. The businesses around town that we were having some concerns or issues with, I guess, appearance, things around them, where are we with that? I mean, has our zoning been informed and letters?
Well, yeah, they're notified. It's a question of Ed, Blaine, and I need to follow up. The problem is items move. So, it looks like they've made some progress, but it may just be shifting the items from one side to the other. So we're gonna have to document and have a more serious talk, but they're aware and they're trying to make some effort. And that's for all three businesses. East Canton is used cars, as you know, has brought forth this proposal tonight to get rid of that car among others. So we're working on it.
Anything else for other? Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call. Collins.
Yeah.
Baloo.
Yeah.
Contos.
Yeah.
Dan.
Yes.
Fuston.
Yeah.